Deku's reincarnation of Honest Voldigard and was kicked off UA. Now, let's see. This happens right after Stain fight. All for one, he's in fact he got out the same day UA started. Because I'm saying that all pros were gathered in UA, and Alpha One knows that that's the perfect time for him to escape because the pros will not have enough time to get there, to get to prison to stop him. So he planned it, and League of Villains broke him out. So Alpha One is not in prison. So Deku is still safe, staying. Sorry, he's still save Ida, but this time Izuku didn't really build. He kind of got more damaged in the fight, and he got more damaged and more beaten than anyone else. And Gran Torino was looking at it, so he's thinking that Deku isn't really worthy of One for All. And All Might, when he gave Izuku the quirk, and see how when Izuku was handling it, it seems that Izuku wasn't really worthy of the quirk. Well, mostly I feel Deku's worthy. It's just like Deku needs to work on. Since Deku's supposed to know that the quirk is basically on your muscles. He should actually be working on your muscles, but yeah. So say Deku, he slightly slack off on his training. Well, no, sorry. He trained absolutely, but he wasn't getting much out of One for All. And his learning process with Grantino was very slow, so he never got to understand One for All, not even. So Grantirino were having doubts on Izuku, saying that Izuku is not really worthy of it. Well, but in fact, Deku is really worthy. It's just like Arnold's God, seeing that how this power is basically useless, so he's like, nah, mix up that so that I can't lose that shit. He doesn't want that. So yeah, it was Arnold's God who was messing with it. He doesn't want One for All to him. One for All is weak, so he's getting rid of One for All. And not really get rid of it. It's just like making it harder for Deku to use it. So, and plus, I think it was mana, or way how almost cast magic or so forth. Yeah, that is one more reason why One for All wasn't really working for Izuku. So, yeah. So, they're in the hospital and All Might came in. He said they are in a separate room. This he's in his separate room, and Ida and Toroki are in another. So they got All Might came in and says, "Young Midoriya, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna say, but I need back my quirk." Izuku looks at me in shock and says, What do you mean?" Says, "Well, from the time I gave you my quirk, you did have true heroism, but I started having doubts. When you start using the quirk, you're basically destroying your body. And I sent you off to Gran Torino, and Gran Torino, seeing that you're not really worthy either. You weren't my first person who was planning to give One for All to. I was planning to give it to Mirio. Mirio is one of the big three. He seemed very worthy, and I see that he could probably manage it really well. And Izuku's staring at him in shock, and All Might says, "I give you enough time. I thought you would make progress. Seems that you didn't. To me, it really looked like No, he say no, not to me. He says it looks like Eden Todoroki did the most fight. All he did was practically destroy your own body. You got the most damage. Could probably tell because probably you use one for all over its limit of your body. So I will be taking back one for all. And Izuku, he had to be willing because that's how the first user's quirk was. Izuku sighs and says, fine then. Plucks it out and give All Might. All Might also turns and says, Nezu is also here to see you. And he walks out. Nezu comes in and says, ah, hello Midoriya. How are you feeling today? Izuku says, oh, hello, Nezu. He says, well, sorry to break it to you, Izuku. Since you don't really have a quirk now, I'm have to expel it from you, eh? And not only that, you basically put two of my students in danger. Izuku, and Izuku says, uh, I get it. He says, well then, your stuff will be removed. Your stuff will be. You can come by and collect your stuff when you are finished. When you're basically healed up. And Izuku, they left, and the doctor came in and checked on Izuku, and the doctor left. It's night now, and Izuku is crying himself to sleep. Izuku cried himself to sleep. Next morning, the doctor came in, and he saw how Izuku's eyes were puffy, red. Underneath his eyes were red, and his eyes were puffy. And he says, "Poor kid, he must have been crying." But for what reason, though? Because he didn't know about what our minor person and Enzo did. So we time skip. Not really time skip. Ida and Todoroki came out, and Todoroki, no, Ida, he basically told everyone about it, but he never told them that he was the one who went after Stain. He said that Izuku was the one who went after Stain, and he had to follow, and he almost got killed because of Izuku. This kind of builds up the hatred for class. Class when he begins to build up hatred for Izuku, but then he showed because Ida's there and Ida sees it's like these things. So then he showed her Ida. A week later, Izuku is walking in. He's walking to collect his stuff because he's healed by now. He's walking through the gates and he's meted by the anchor class when he's heading to his door to collect his things. This is how dare Mina? No. Uraka. Why not? His crush will do it, so his crush now. Might as well do it. Uraka slaps him in the face and says, "I can't believe how I actually fell in love with you. You didn't think about Ida. You didn't think about anyone. You just running by yourself." Izuku is shocked and he says, "But I didn't." Oh fuck! Hold on. Sorry. Pause. Between this, I literally forgot. You know what? Just give me a minute. Alright. I literally forgot to play intro a while ago, so since I got this far, it doesn't really make sense I do it. So Izuku is staring at everyone shocked and he sees the hatred and the blood that's releasing from them. Izuku holds his head down but not in shame, in anger, seeing that Ida was the one who did this. And Izuku is about to say something where Sue, whatever her name is, the frog one, she uses her tongue and slaps him and uses her tongue and puts her on his neck and says, "How dare you?" And she uses her tongue and through Izuku in the wall. Izuku, he gets up and walks past him. He looks at Ida and he says, and he looks at Ida with a hatred look, and he looks at everyone and says, looks at everyone with with hatred in his eyes, and he walks off. Bakugo, on the other hand, he doesn't give two craps about Ida, but seeing how Deku just dead there and he sees hatred in his eyes towards Class 1A, but none of it was directed to him. It was like he was the only one who he it was like he was the only one that he trusted, because Todoroki didn't stand up for him. Todoroki knew what was going on, but Todoroki didn't stand up for him. So yeah, Izuku walks in and he begins to start packing his stuff. After some hours, Izuku's walking out and everyone is still standing there. Izuku's walk and Uraka saw, the girl, everyone saw the bags in Izuku back, and he says, except for Ida, Bakugo, and Todoroki, they didn't say nothing. They say, Izuku class says, "Oh, where you going? Are you leaving?" Izuku just walks past him. I give him two craps about them. And Isu says to Dark Shot. Tokiyami uses Dark Shadow and pulls Izuku and says, "We're talking to you." Izuku has little remnants of one for all, just throws the punch, just wasting off remnants, and just blows off the way and says, "Get out of my way." And he walks through the door, slams it, and he leaves the way. This is where Nezu All Might is standing, waiting for Izuku. And Izuku says, Izuku, and Izuku just steps straight past him. All Might says, "Young man," and he just steps right past him, going home. He's walking and he goes home and he sees the apartment door where his mom lives. It's slightly cracked open. Also, there's a stab mark, and he opens the door. What he sees and shivers down his spine. He sees ink on the ground, blood running out, and seems stab mark was on her. Ezekiel, terrified seeing this, he immediately takes up his phone and calls the police. They all came and they saw Inko on the ground, dead. And it looks like it's been 3 days since Inko died. So they asked Izuku, "Do you know who did this or anything?" Izuku says no, and yeah, they know that Izuku. This is Izuku from UA, and he says, the pros involved with this. They called the pros and they informed them, and All Might and every one of them were shocked. Not really the students, because they didn't know, they didn't get information on this. All Might was not someone, it's just Aizawa was someone told about this. And he was surprised, not surprised, he was shocked. Seeing that Problem Child just got released, just got expelled. Not only expelled, it seems that he loses his quirk. His class hates him, and now his mom is dead. And he sees Izuku there, seeing that, and he walks with Izuku. He says, "Problem Child?" Seeing Izuku lifts up his head. Wait. Oh, this is some sad backstory shit. Oh, sorry. He lifts up his head with a turn inside. He looks inside. He looks dead inside. Aizawa feels, how should I put it? He feels pity towards Izuku. And they say that it seems that the mother died 3 days ago. So Aizawa, he says, "Oh." So they say, "What? We're gonna put Izuku in an orphanage." because he's not old enough as yet, so they're gonna put him in the orphanage. They said that they're gonna put Izuku in the orphanage. Aizawa says, "No bother, I will adopt him." I'm not sure if Shinso lives with Aizawa, but for now it's a no, and Izuku didn't say Eri as yet. So there is no Shinso, no Aizawa. Aizawa lives alone. Aizawa is single. So he adopts Izuku, and now he has someone in the house to at least come home to. Seeing Izuku, seeing Izuku, he just adopts him. Seeing the sadness in him, just adopts him. So yeah. Hold on, give me a quick second. So he adopts Izuku, and they go home to Aizawa home actually. And Izuku asks, "Where's my room?" With a lifeless sound. And Aizawa says, "Show him around the house." Then show him to his room. Aizawa shows him around the house, and Izuku goes to the room. Aizawa feels the pity because he knows this. Not really knows it, because he knows that his friend was killed. So he kind of knows the pain that Izuku was going through. So I'm gonna make Aizawa not gonna be that grumpy side, right? Not fully, actually. It's gonna stay the same way, but still. See now that Izuku is. He goes to his room, and after some time, Izuku actually unpacked, and he is like on his bed thinking, and then he just passes out. Aizawa comes in, seeing that Izuku is actually asleep, and he says, "Huh." And then now Izuku is actually sleeping. Actually, Ano pulls him into his mindscape. He says, "Well, hello there, Izuku." Izuku looks at Anos and says, "Who are you?" He says, "Well, I'm Anos World God, the Demon King of Tiffany." And Izuku says, "No, what do you need with me then? What do you need with me?" He says, "Well, you're my reincarnation, and I'm here to train you." Izuku says, "I do not have any quirk." He says, "Well, and you don't have a quirk, you have power." And yeah, so Izuku, it says, "You don't have a quirk, you have power, and I'm here to train you." And seeing that your potential is like it's huge, you you're gonna surpass me very not very easy, but yeah, you're gonna surpass me soon. Izuku says, "What do you mean potential?" It says, "Well, One for All was not cut out for you. It wasn't. Well, not fully. Your mana and your mana was disturbing One for All, because how would you tell someone that I was the one who was disturbing your power, disturbing it, so you will actually be using the power that good? How would you tell the person that?" Yeah, and plus he sees that Izuku mom just died, and he just doesn't want to drop that big load on him. So he tells him about, says that his mana was interrupting with the One for All, and One for All wasn't really working with it. So One for All couldn't take none of it. One for All only copies quirk, and Izuku's power is not a quirk. So One for All, yeah, no. See, there's nothing about it. So yeah, no one can know weird thoughts or go. So so Anas says that he's gonna train him for 7 days, 7 years. Well, more actually, but 7 years right now. This says 7 years. That's gonna take too long. Says, well, now inside it's gonna be 7 hours. Sorry, outside outside world will be 7 hours. Inside your mind will be 7 years. Izuku agrees, and Anos begins to start showing him about magic and so on and so forth. Now, Izuku, his potential was damn great. It was high. It was high. So this man is mastering magic way too easily. Anos was surprised, but he knows that Izuku's potential was great. It was great. It was like a lot of potential. If this man was in Dragon Ball Z and Guru was supposed to unlock his potential, yeah, Guru would have a lot of problems. Well, it's not Saitama high potential. It's not. It's kind of like Gohan's level high potential. Yeah, so he's learning things really quickly. So, yeah, Izuku is not as strong as Anos, but he gets stronger. He's strong as fuck. He could actually rival up to 50% of One for All Prime All Might. So, yeah, we know that Prime All Might is stronger than All Might we know now, the canon All Might. So, yeah, 50% of Prime All Might. Izuku learns how to turn on his eyes, which, let's say, I was probably give him like the combination of, no, not about that. He unlocks his demon eyes, which is Anasolga's eyes. So yeah, he unlocks it. I forgot the name of it. I think it was you know what? Forget. So yeah, Izuku unlocks the eyes. The eyes are Anasolga's eyes. Now, after 7 hours, Izuku wakes up and it's night. Aizawa is out doing his work, I should say. And I'm saying Aizawa has a little private dojo. No, a training here for himself. Izuku goes in there and he begins to start training because he doesn't have nothing else to do. Nothing else. And he's kicked off UA, so yeah. Izuku there. He trains there to master more of his powers. And knows how to and use them to the fullest of his extent. Well, getting as strong almost at honest one God's level. So later on his good goes and he studies and he cries, remembering his mom. Yeah, so we just time skip. A whole month has gone by. Aizawa, each time Izuku cries, Aizawa is like there. Aizawa tries to cheer him up. And little by little, Izuku started coming around, but not forgetting his mom. But he stops crying. Now, a month has passed, and wait, wait, wait a minute. Yeah, now I remember. So, I say it's pushed back. The training camp for class 1A, it's pushed back. So yeah, Izuku is training, and Aizawa says, Izuku, in a week, do you want to come with me back to UA? But since you don't have a work, you won't attend. This, I'm fine. Says, well, you want to come to training camp because I won't be here for some time, and I don't want to leave you alone. Izuku says, fine, Dad. And Aizawa says, wait, repeat that? Izuku says, it says, repeat what you just said. It says, fine, Aizawa. Aizawa feels not really shame, but he kind of happy because Izuku think, started think that he's like a father figure, and he's kind of happy. He just take up the sleep habit, but he kind of like sleeps not really a lot, but yeah. But he doesn't sleep. He goes into his mind scape and train a lot. So at this point, Izuku can handle. Izuku can easily be All Might at 90% of one for all. Easily. Easily. So, yeah. Oh, don't worry. Izuku's gonna get super strong. Make this a whole PS watch. So, your week. Izuku says, I'll be probably asleep for a very long time. Says, oh, sure then. Just make sure you wake up and eat breakfast. Then you can go to sleep then. Izuku says, fine. And he goes, sleeps, and he begins to train on us. He wakes up in the morning, and then yeah. Aizawa informed Nezu about Izuku coming with him to the training camp, and Nezu is fine with it, somewhat, but he's fine with it. Yeah, hold on a second, guys. Alright, I'm back. So, Izuku, yeah, he trains for 2 weeks. You know what? Should I? No. Let's just pull back a little. Pull back. Izuku trains for 2 months. The tournament between class 1A, sorry, between Shiketsu and what's it called again? And UA, sorry, and UA. Yeah, that goes down. Yeah, so now we can go up right now. 2 weeks has passed. Azo is there along with Izuku. Izuku standing. It's basically leaning up beside the bus. Kasumi comes out and sees Izuku, but looking a lot different. His hair, it basically looks like honest for the god now. Yeah, that's this now. Without the suit, he's just leaning on the bus, and his eyes are closed. So pretty much everything goes the same way down in Kennen, but this time Mandalay didn't drop Izuku because Izuku's just sitting on the bus, not doing nothing. So they just drive to UA, so to training ground, and Izuku's sitting there, and he sees Koda. He walks over to Koda and says hello, and Koda tries punching the seed, but Izuku simply stops it with his pinky and says, why did you try to punch me? And he says, you want to be a hero, and Izuku says, I'm not a hero. I'm not even in UA anymore. And he stops and says, wait, why? He says, because there was this kid, I tried to save him, and he tells someone that what I did say in the beginning, that yeah. Says, how does he look? God asks, how does he look? So he says blue hair and glasses. And Aizawa is listening, and he says, Ida really did that? Mandalay, no, basically all the while Pusquets was listening to Koda and Izuku talking. And Koda begins to warm up to Izuku somewhat. So everyone got there just around 30 minutes less than in Kennen. So when they arrived, they were huffing and puffing, and they're like, yeah, that was a lot of work. And they go to Ida and Wana, Ida walks over to Izuku and Koda, and he introduces himself to Koda. Koda walks him to seed. Yeah, I just want to say that. Koda, yeah. Same punch Izuku got in Kennen, yeah, Ida was the one who got it. And it was harder. It was harder than Izuku got. Oh, I'm pretty sure that nigga ain't gonna have kids. So, yeah, I'm saying now Uraka and Iya are dating, and then she runs over to them and says, why do you punch Ida? Why do you punch Ida Kun in his, you know what it is?" And Ida's Koda walks over and says, "He deserves it." And he says, he turns and says, how could Izuku, how could you let the kid do that?" And Izuku looks and says, "Is it my kid?" This is no. Then why the hell should why the hell should I stop him? And he just gets up and walks off. And he says, "Hey Katsuki." Katsuki Bago is surprised that he calls him Katsuki, not Kachan. He says, "What am to Kachan?" Says, "That name kinda sucks now. When I listen to it, it sounds stupid." He says, "Fair point, it was anyways." So he and Katsuki had a talk, and Koda came on to Izuku and says, "Who's this? Who's this? Who's this Pomeranian?" Oh, by the way, hold on. Now, hold on. Now, can you tell me the difference? Yeah, tell me the difference. Yeah, I need to know the difference. Yeah, and I kind of see the resemblance in this one. No lie. This one as well. Okay, this one is just like adorable, but still. So, Katsuki says, "Why you call me little brat?" And he says, "I call you a Pomeranian." And he says, "I would," and well, Isaac says, "Alright, you guys can sleep today, you just get a rest for some time now." Sorry, no, you don't get a rest. No bullshit. You are gonna train right now, and then later on you guys can sleep. So they started training. He had to start immediately because, yeah, start training. So say, let's say, as all says, Izuku, you know, you don't really belong to class, but do you want to train with us? Izuku says, "No, I'm fine. I'll just go out and no, no. Yeah, Izuku says, "I'll just go train by myself." He says, "Alright then." Koda asks if he could hang out with Izuku, and so he just asks nothing. He just walks and just goes hang out with Izuku. Because I just remember that he didn't really like Mandalay. He didn't really like heroes. Heroes, not Mandalay. He didn't really like heroes. So he just walks and just goes with Izuku. He sees Izuku is training and he's impressed. And he asks if he could train with Izuku. And he tells Izuku what his quirk is, and Izuku says, "Oh, so your family was the water heroes?" And he says, "Yeah." And he has a sad face. Izuku says, Izuku knees on and says, "I know the pain. My mom died a month ago, I guess you could say that." And yeah, this a shame. Almost what I almost had it coming. And yeah, Izuku told him about his father gone, and yeah. And Koda is going to be necessary training. This deepens their bond more because Izuku knows what he's going through. Somewhat. So he kind of understands. And yeah, so they had a deeper bond. So they start. Izuku started training Koda in his body. He was a kid, so he didn't give him nothing too intense. But it's kind of intense for a kid, but not too intense. So when they finish this evening, and they're walking in, and Koda, tired, hungry, is like, damn, that's a lesson I use up. And he goes and he eats with class money. Nah, he didn't eat with class money. He just takes his plate and goes to Izuku and they eat together. Izuku doesn't eat with class money. In fact, he goes where Koda Sega's place was, and Koda was surprised that Izuku knows where his spot was. So they sit there and they eat, they talk, they had fun. So everything rolls the same as in canon, but the villain attack happens. So Muscular is walking in and he sees Koda and he says, ah, two brats. And he says, even says, so he sees Koda first and says, finally finished the Water Heroes. And he sees Izuku and he says, no, we get him. And he attacks Izuku. Because he probably knows that All Might already took back his score because he realizes that Izuku's no longer there. So, good as they expelled him, All Might takes back his score because he found out about one for all. So, Muscular attacks Izuku, and Izuku just catches it and says, you're strong, but not as strong as me. And he just punches Muscular, and Muscular is sent flying. Muscular catches himself and says, strong, but is that all you got? And he says, so he just attacks Izuku again, throws punches, and Izuku catches it, and yeah, they begin to fight. Izuku is not even trying much. I'm telling you this because Izuku has already surpassed one for all. Yeah, one for all, 100%. Yeah, he just that is below him. Now, to be honest, I think All Might would at least put 1% of honest for God powers. I'm just thinking about it. And due to him being a reincarnation on his Void God, his strength amplifies 20 times. So he's a lot stronger. So he can fight on his Void God up to 30% of his powers, of his power. Damn. Alright, so Izuku does the heartbeating technique where he uses his heartbeat basically handicap himself. And yeah, Muscular, blood, mouth, ears, nose, and yeah, the way he uses his heartbeat is like beating the crap out of him. He says, what is this? I thought you're supposed to be quirkless now. Izuku walks over and says, that's what that was you guys think, but I'm not. And he says, give up or just die here. Muscular says never, and he just snaps his finger. 5. Again, he keeps asking Muscular, and Muscular keeps saying no, and he just keeps killing him. Oh man. Oh, Koda? If you're wondering about Koda is like seeing this, and he's just enjoying seeing Muscular getting it. Plus, he kills his parents, so he's just enjoying this going down. Seeing how Muscular is getting killed, revived over and over and over again. And he's kind of seeing how he kills his targets, and he's kind of seeing how it felt. And he says, I give up. After around 20 to 30 times doing it, Mascara finally gets up and says, I give up. And just knocks him out. Now he's going down and he sees Toga. Toga sees Izuku, he's sick again. And he says, says that your mom was very tasty. Wonder how you taste. Oh damn, I feel oh my god. Alright, so he attacks Izuku with a knife. And Izuku says, so you're the one who killed my mom, eh? And he just punches Toga, sends Toga in a tree. And oh, I'm sorry for all those who are gonna hate me for doing this, but I'm gonna do it. How do you feel someone kill your mom? Yeah, ain't gonna go no mercy on that nigga. So all those who are Toga fans, sorry, I'm very sorry, but that's not really at the same time. So yeah, so Toga flies in 3 and she hits her back and she says, you're very strong now. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm just doing a regular voice. So she attacks Izuku again, and Izuku, as Toga gets right near, he just snaps the finger. Toga explodes and just around bleeding, and he just revives her again. And he keeps doing this story and says, now you feel how much people you killed. And this is not real what we don't do to you as yet. And he keeps doing this over and over to Toga. Till Dabi came in and he just grabs Dabi's head, slams it into the ground, creating a crater, knocking Dabi out cold. Yeah, so Muscular is still out. And he just punches Toga in the gut. Says, yeah, he punches Toga in the gut. So I was planning on killing Toga, but I just like, nah, it doesn't make sense. I need Toga alive. Not really, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. So yeah, Toga is still alive. So be happy. And he begins to pull Toga, Dabi. Dabi is not a clone of Dabi. The clone was fighting Aizawa, and the real Dabi was out there. So yeah, he meets Moonfish and he takes out Moonfish, and everyone's surprised to see him that Deku ain't that weak. He ain't weak like he was. He's actually way more powerful. So yeah, he's just bringing everyone in, and Aizawa is surprised to see that much villains taken out. But right as the moment Izuku lets go, a portal opens and takes him in. This is Kurigiri. Kurigiri puts a portal right underneath it, and they fell through. So yeah, they get away. Izuku, as I says, who took them down? And Kazune was about to say Izuku, and Izuku points at them and says, them. But I don't got a quirk. I just pulled it with me. So they're like, huh. Alright then. Koda was about to say something, but Izuku erased that. Izuku is actually hiding it. He doesn't want to spill it, so he just shut out. So Kasane was not punished. So yeah. But the credit goes to most of the pros, but since they did capture it, so they didn't get that much credit. So they go home, and since Izuku knows who killed his mom, should I make Toga die in this one? Not sure. Depends if you guys want me to make Toga dead, then yeah, maybe. Anyways, so everyone got defeated, and they got home. And as always says, Izuku, was it really my class who took them down? Izuku looks at Aizawa and says, fine, I was one who took them down. This is, but how? You are basically quirkless. Izuku basically explains the situation about that he has mana, and mana was interrupted with One for All, because Aizawa knows about One for All. So he just telling him that his mana, his energy, the power he wields was disrupting One for All and causing not to work with him. And he says, then how do you know to control it? How do you know it's mana? He says that I'm basically the reincarnation of Honest World God, Demon King of Tiffany. Demon King of Tiffany. And as I was like, huh. So, how strong are you right now? He says, strong enough to whoop All Might's butt. And Aizawa chuckles at this. How would you like to retire back to UA? Izuku looks at him and says, thinks, might as well. And he says, might as well. Maybe we got nothing left to do. And not even that horse is really that important. But I betrayed. And he says, alright then. You don't have to attend the class. Just make sure that you arrive. Just make sure that you passes. Make sure you just pass your tests after tests, and basically present yourself in the homeroom. That's all you gotta do, and you're good then. As you can see, it's alright then. So, did I? Yeah, so Izuku, he tells Nezu, as I tells Nezu about this. Nezu is intrigued about this mana. So he's like, alright, send Izuku in. Send Izuku is welcome back in, and you should go to class 1A. And yeah, next day Izuku went to class 1A, and when he enters, before he enters, Aizawa says, alright, power children. Today we will have someone who used to be here with us. He'll be rejoining us again. And they're like, who is this? Who is it? Says, you just find out. Now, Izuku knocks on the door and says, come in. He says, hello, welcome back again, Izuku. Izuku says, oh, hello again. Yeah. So he says, everyone says, Izuku? He says, yes. Yes, I am. Yes. So, you know what? I ain't gonna get near that shit. Izuku, his homeroom, goes out and does training. He asks Nezu if he can change his hero name and his suit. Now, guys, tell me what hero name do you want Deku to have? And so yeah, for the hero costume, it's like this one in the background. Yeah, this one. Hold on a minute, guys. Alright, back again. So now let's see. We time skip around a week, 2 weeks later. Izuku's training his mind skip with Arnold's follow the good, and Izuku can pretty much put up a fight to Arnold's follow good use 50% of his power. So this man is technically stronger than All for One, and pretty much every pro hero at the time right now. I one-on-one combat, but still stronger than All for One. So yeah, so Night Eye was seeing how Izuku was very strong, and you know, it's like Izuku was the previous successor of One for All. and now he knows that Miro has it. So he asks for Izuku to join his agency for some time. So they announce this to Izuku. Izuku accepts it, and yeah, same thing goes down. But this time Izuku doesn't take the test because he's not the successor of One for All. Well, it's sort of because he wants to see how strong he actually is, which it was a total massacre. No matter if he could see time, each time he tries to, it just breaks the future, whoop his ass. So yeah, he knows that he can't use his quirk on Izuku because Izuku keeps on breaking the future. So they do the search, basically patrol with Miro. Miro is talking to Izuku, and Izuku is not talking to him. Well, yeah, you know what? He's talking to him. He's talking to him. He just hates All Might. That's all. Oh, if you wonder what his All Might figures, those are burned. Burned. Black flames. Burn that shit. So, he just sees his flames and burn it. So, no All Might figures. No, sorry, he sells that shit. He sells it, so. And he makes a lot of money off of it because All Might, the boy hero, sells it for money. Even though he doesn't have much use for it, yeah, but he still needs the money somewhat. You know, guys, here I left this part off. I'll be uploading a different one. So yeah, anyways, until I don't know, a couple seconds from now, we'll see each other again. So, bye.